this point, it's over. That whole Sky Barbie thing, that thing is over. Angel Reese is done in Chicago. They're going to move on. They have to. With what Courtney Vandersloot just came back and said, Courtney Vandersloot just smoked Angel Reese. And you know who else is going in on Angel Reese? You got Nightcap with Unk and Ocho, Shannon Sharp and Chad Johnson going in on this Angel Reese situation. She didn't think it was going to go this way.
If you're going to go at a legend, you better not miss. As we know, Angel Reese come out this week. She absolutely crushed her own teammates into the dust. And she even decided to go after a legend. The legendary Courtney Vandersloot, who, of course, blew out her ACL at the beginning of the season. And she is in the midst of making a comeback. And, of course, Angel Reese made some comments that were none too kind to a legend. Angel Reese will be lucky if she has a third of the career.
Courtney Vandersloot has spoken, and she didn't hold back. When a 5-time All-Star and 2-time champion responds to Angel Reese, it's clear the rookie-turned-sophomore storm is officially out of control. The Sky's locker room isn't just tense, it's starting to leak. So the real question is Angel Reese burning bridges faster than she can build them? Ever since stepping into the league, Angel Reese has been surrounded by controversy. From her LSU days to her WNBA debut, she seems to thrive on drama. But now, that act is losing its charm. Why? Because when you go after legends like Courtney Vandersloot, you'd better make it count. And Angel's attempt completely missed the mark.
Rookie team. Angel will not have the career that Courtney Vandersloot has had. She won't. You know why? Because I don't think the league's going to tolerate her long enough. She's going to run her mouth until she just ends up jumping from team to team until she does what I think she should do right now.
Courtney Vandersloot isn't just any player. She's a 5-time All-Star, 7-time assists leader, and 2-time WNBA champion. Her achievements speak far louder than any Instagram post or sideline gesture. Yet, Angel Reese is out here making remarks about Courtney's age, durability, and whether the Sky can count on her. That's more than shade. It's basically a public slap at one of the league's most respected veterans. And it raises the question, why would Reese even go there? She's barely finished her second pro season. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, her rival-turned-league star, is already establishing herself as the cornerstone of Indiana's franchise. Reese, on the other hand, seems to be stirring friction in her own locker room. Not exactly a blueprint for leadership.
I don't know, Angel Reese. This is what Courtney Vandersloot had to say. She's firing off. Angel Reese, you got her twisted. She said, contrary to what people think, what people say or think, my age is actually not a factor. I am coming back. This is after Angel Reese said, yeah, Sloot is old. We need somebody young that can do this, that got some experience, but we need somebody young. She too old. I don't know if she can come back from that torn ACL.
And it's not like Courtney was looking for sympathy. After her ACL tear, she's been grinding through rehab, workouts, and interviews, making it clear she's determined to come back stronger. The last thing she needed was a teammate, or someone who's supposed to be one, casting doubt on her. But that's exactly what Angel Reese did. Here's the kicker. She did it publicly in an interview. That's what makes veterans roll their eyes. Complaining in the locker room, venting after a tough loss, or clashing behind closed doors happens everywhere. But taking it to the media? That's a trust killer. Reese essentially told the basketball world that Courtney Vandersloot is too old and unreliable. Courtney's response, however, hit hard. When asked about her future, she didn't dodge. She said flat out, "Contrary to what people say or think, my age is not a factor. I'm coming back better than ever." No dancing around it. No passive-aggressive subtweets. Just a direct message. Don't question my game, my age, or my career. Here's the bigger picture. Courtney has already built her legacy. Angel Reese is still building hers. And instead of focusing on her own growth, she's swinging at people whose accomplishments she hasn't even approached. Courtney has more championships than Rhea's playoff wins, and that's not an exaggeration.
I mean, it's crazy. It is crazy, but it shouldn't shock me coming from this fan base at all. Oh, but she's on video now, and she's made a direct shot. Courtney has answered the shot from Angel Reese. And I got to be honest with you. How much here I'm going to speculate out loud. How much shit was Angel Reese talking in that Chicago Sky locker room last year around Kennedy Carter about Caitlin Clark? All right, think about that a minute. The influence there. I got to tell you, I don't think it was Kennedy Carter that blew that locker room up. I think it was Angel Reese.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, the player Angel Reese fans constantly compare her to, is navigating her second year in a very different way. Clark faces fouls, physical play, and constant pressure, yet you don't see her undermining teammates or questioning veteran reliability. Instead, she focuses on moving Indiana forward, even when setbacks occur. That's the distinction between flashy hype and true franchise leadership.
Sloot wasn't going for it. And I'm going to tell you right now, Courtney Vandersloot has won a title in Chicago, and she will not be playing with Angel Reese next year. I'm going to tell you that right now. Angel Reese is good as gone. Good as gone.
But back to Angel Reese, the suspension saga adds another layer. Suspended for just half a game? That's not discipline. It's almost laughable. The Sky essentially signaled, we can't control our star, so we'll bench her for 20 minutes and hope she behaves. No one respects that, not fans, not teammates, not the media. Courtney's response didn't just put Rhea in her place. It showcased what true professionalism looks like. Here's a veteran who's battled injuries, earned championships, and still speaks with focus and determination, versus a young player letting her words outrun her growth. The contrast couldn't be starker. And let's talk fan bases. Rhea's online supporters? Brutal. They personally attacked Courtney, downplayed her career, and got downright nasty. It's immature and reflects poorly on Rhea herself. Fans become part of a player's brand. Caitlin Clark's fan base builds her up, while Angel Reese seems to thrive on tearing others down. That difference speaks volumes. Courtney doesn't need Twitter feuds or Instagram clips to prove her worth. Her career speaks for itself. That's why her calm, measured response hits so hard. She didn't shout, rant, or throw shade. She simply stated the facts. She's coming back, she's not done, and her age isn't an issue. Meanwhile, Rhea just looks like the one stirring up drama for no reason. The irony is striking. Rhea talks about wanting better teammates, chasing championships, and elevating Chicago. But what top player wants to join a team where the star publicly disrespects veterans and undermines legends? Free agents notice that. Why sign with a team whose locker room feels more like reality TV than professional basketball? Chicago Sky management isn't blameless either. Letting this situation fester and then handing down a half-game suspension shows weakness. Either back your player or hold her accountable. Trying to do both just makes the front office look spineless, the coach powerless, and the team directionless. Mix that with Rhea's drama, and it's a recipe for a wasted season. Let's be honest, that's exactly what it looks like. Technical fouls, confrontations, suspensions, constant drama, but here's the difference. Draymond has 4 NBA championships to back it up. Rhea doesn't. Without wins, the antics just look like immaturity, not passion. And let's not lose sight of the bigger picture. The WNBA itself. The league is finally growing, drawing mainstream attention and bigger crowds, and at the center of that spotlight is Caitlin Clark. Rhea benefits from that attention, but instead of using it to elevate herself positively, she's generating headlines for all the wrong reasons. The league doesn't need distractions. It needs stability. Courtney's decision to respond publicly was calculated. She didn't have to defend herself, but she did, knowing silence can be twisted. By speaking directly, she shut down speculation and demonstrated that she isn't intimidated by younger players trying to push her aside. It's a reminder that the WNBA still values veterans who carry themselves with class. Meanwhile, Rhea risks alienating teammates and the league itself. Continue down this path, and her career could mirror players who bounced from team to team until they were out of the league. Let's revisit the Clark comparison one more time. Both are in their second year, but the perception gap is massive. Clark is seen as the future of the league, capable of carrying a franchise and filling arenas. Rhea is seen as a polarizing figure who generates headlines for the wrong reasons. Both are talented, but only one is setting herself up for long-term success. Chicago faces a choice: continue catering to Rhea in the hope she matures into the star they want, or cut their losses before her value plummets. Either way, Courtney Vandersloot's comments highlight the crossroads. If Rhea can't respect legends like Courtney, why would anyone believe she'll respect the team, the league, or the game itself? This saga isn't just about a suspension or a comment. It's about team culture, franchise direction, and the future of a player who could be a cornerstone or a cautionary tale. Courtney Vandersloot didn't just put Angel Reese in her place. She reminded everyone that respect must be earned, not demanded. Legends don't take cheap shots lying down. Rhea might have thought she was being honest, but she only exposed her immaturity. Now it's your turn. Can Angel Reese rebound from this mess, or is she spiraling out of control?